Welcome to our podcast where we discuss pickup, game, relationships, and...
Sex. This is for Worth Playboy and my Playboys Bunny, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
We get excited.
Today's topic is maximizing your Cougar game. M-A-X-I-M-I-Z-I-N-G. Maximizing.
It would have been really funny if you would have misspelled that just then.
You wish.
We want to talk because we actually get a lot of questions about how to date older women, how to find them, how to get their attention, and how to run game on them, because it is, I think, a lot different dynamic than running game 20 years older is different than running game 20 years younger.
And I don't talk a lot about it because, again, I was what would you say, influenced so much by Chateau HEARTISTE.
Yeah.
And he really didn't care for it, didn't put a lot into it. And it compared to the older man, younger woman, which is a natural, balance, he always used the word unnatural.
Yeah.
It's unnatural for older women and younger men. It doesn't tend to work long term.
Yeah.
There's all kinds of problems with it. But that's why I haven't focused. But there is a time and a place where it benefits, especially if you tend to kind of get our stuff.
Yeah.
And if you're running 2 or 3 girls, there's nothing wrong with having a girl in the mix that's older than you.
Yeah.
Be it 5 or 20 years, depending on where you're at. Again, a lot of this has to do with what your age is.
Well, and what I was stepping all over you to say, which I don't know why it was so important all of a sudden, but when you got back into the dating world after your divorce, you were already in your 40s.
Right.
So, it just wasn't as appealing that you might date someone 50, 55, 60 as a 40-year-old man because they look 50, 55, 60.
Yeah, it's rare.
But when you're 18, 20, 25, that older woman dynamic is hot.
When I was bouncing, it was not unusual to meet up with a girl in her 30s, which when you're like 20, you're 21 or 22, 30's old.
Yeah.
Or if they had kids, and I would say I probably, I went out early with one of my friend's moms, so there was a 30-year difference there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was never anything that I avoided consciously, but it wasn't something that, what would you say, it wasn't a priority.
Right.
If it happened, great. But if it wasn't on my radar, I didn't go find it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes perfect sense. But I think it's important to note that I think that it's a hotter topic for the younger guys.
Exactly. And it's a good option.
It's a great option.
Everybody benefits.
Everyone.
Everybody benefits as long as you kind of keep it in the right frame, that it's not about developing into a long-term romance.
Yeah.
That's a little bit unnatural because usually guys want to have kids. And I do know a guy that always liked older women.
Yeah.
So she was in her mid-40s. He was 30 when they married.
Yeah.
And so about 5 years later, when they're ready for kids, she can't have them.
Yeah.
And he was kind of like, and this is a smart business guy, he hadn't really done the romance math.
Right, right.
I
went to high school with a guy in the exact same boat, and it ended up destroying their marriage.
Right.
Because she had a child from a previous marriage, so it's not that she was barren, but she was just older. By the time they wanted to have kids together, it just couldn't happen.
Yeah. So if you're looking for fun and variety and maybe experience.
Yeah, experience is huge.
Yeah, and a different attitude, because when girls are like under 25, and like they're still, every guy they sleep with is kind of like an event.
Yeah.
Whereas women who are like in their 40s that have been single for a decade or have been married 3 times, it's not that big of a deal. Would you agree? Not everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have more experience, and they know where you're at.
Yeah.
You're there for the fun. They have you there for stamina.
Yes.
And enthusiasm.
You bring out the youthful enthusiasm in older women.
Exactly. It reminds her of being young.
Yeah.
It goes both ways. Same with the older guy, younger woman.
Yeah, it's very hot.
Yeah, younger people keep older people feeling younger.
Well, younger guys appreciate that older women generally are more confident with themselves.
Yeah.
They're more comfortable in their bodies. They will allow themselves to enjoy sex a little bit more because I do think they're a little less self-conscious. I think that older women realize that if a younger guy is in bed with her, he genuinely wants to be there.
Exactly.
There's not a lot of that, oh, I don't know if he likes me. Because
Yeah.
he's losing his fucking mind.
Yeah, that's true. That's
He's
true.
so turned on
Yeah.
by how hot this mature woman who knows what to do and knows what she wants and knows what she likes. And
Yeah. It's with men, let's say a girl's 45.
yeah.
With men her
Sounds
own
like
age.
a hot age to me.
With men her own age, there's baggage and politics and what if and where is he and
Yeah.
what does this mean? There's a lot of what ifs. And then with a younger guy, like Bunny says, it's more about the moment.
Yeah.
And having fun, which is youth.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you can serve a great purpose and everybody benefits. But what's the number one question that guys give us when they're saying,
How do we meet these
how do
older
I meet these women? Because I think online it can be done, but the girls kind of had their shields up.
I think that girls are, that cougars, we'll just,
Yeah.
that cougars are a lot more suspicious of younger guys online because I think that they assume that you won't have anything in common. They assume that unless she is, and there are also older women who will only date younger guys.
Yes.
So there's a type for everybody, but for most women, I would say most women who don't identify as cougars, let's put it this way. Online, they're going to assume if you're a younger guy coming after them that they're being catfished.
Interesting.
Because they don't believe that this 30-year-old could possibly be interested in the 45-year-old.
So again, like most game and most part of being a guy, you're stronger in person.
Yeah, 1,000%. And in that case, you as the man who is looking for gaming older women, you need to do it in person. So therefore, you need to think, where do the girls, the women that turn you on? And that, I mean, your type may be like the country club girl, the tennis woman, the golf woman. Like, I don't know why they're all activities in my brain, but like, is she an artist? Is she the older, more experienced artist? Is she a yoga practitioner? Is she a runner? You have to go where she is.
Yeah, go to the hunting grounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to become very well versed in the kind of woman that you're attracted to and where she hobbies, where she spends her time, what kind of functions she attends, and put yourself in that social circle.
And here's your advantage. Older women, they're going to go to yoga.
Yeah.
They're going to join art programs.
Yeah.
They're going to do theater. They're going to do any of the fine arts. Older men aren't.
Yeah.
They're just not there.
Unless their wife drags them to it.
Exactly. There's no single men in these things.
So you are going to stand out in all the right ways.
Yeah.
A younger man coming up dressed to the nines, function appropriate.
Yeah.
And well versed enough to carry on conversations and approach women and talk about the art on the wall or the organization that's raising money that week or whatever the case may be.
The right person in the right place.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
There's certain sports or hobbies that do tend to cater more towards the older. Yoga is always a thing.
It's always a girl thing.
And that's something that guys can participate in. Cycling, is big with women.
Yeah.
Running, of course.
Yes. Running clubs.
And we were just like Bunny busted out the other day. She said, "Go to pickleball."
Yeah. Pickleball is very hot. It's still hot. It's not going anywhere anytime soon because the joke is that you can play pickleball with a drink in your hand. So it's very if it's popular among the country club crowd, it's popular.
Yeah.
You know, but you see pickleball courts popping up everywhere. And it's a popular thing for women to do, and yet men do not look out of place there. So it's a great
Exactly.
place for a fit younger guy
Yeah.
to kind of join in the fun. And literally, it's just a racket sport. So,
Yeah.
you know, you can be great at it, you can suck at it, and
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Tennis.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
tennis.
Again, but these, you know, like we always say, the country club types, because getting into a country club it's tougher when you're 25.
Sure.
You know what I mean? There's reasons. The buy-in is so high, and again, you're also looking at a lot of families do this stuff.
Yeah.
You know, but the pickleball seems to be the sweet spot.
Yeah.
Right now.
Absolutely.
You know.
But you're probably not going to necessarily pick up older women at your local sports bar. That's not where older women hang out. Now, a wine bar,
Yeah.
a winery, more of an upper crust kind of social restaurant kind of vibe. Absolutely. I mean, we have in our neighborhood, we have several high-end restaurants that also have very popular bars that they're not just for waiting while you are waiting for your table. They're actually their events.
People go there to stay. Yeah.
And so being seen and known and familiar in those kinds of areas is great. Now, oftentimes know that older woman game is also oftentimes more of a long game kind of thing. It takes a little while longer maybe to kind of prove that you're actually interested, I would say. What, do you not agree?
I didn't experience that.
Yes, because you're talking about, I guess I'm thinking more about truly older women who are going to be more suspicious of a younger guy. In the case of you fucking your friend's mom, there's familiarity there.
Yes.
I'm saying,
Yes, that's a good point.
she has to actually like know who you are a little bit.
A little bit more.
A little
Yeah.
bit more.
You're probably not going to do it in the bathroom at the bar.
Yeah.
No.
Not the first time.
You might have to actually they're going to be discreet.
Yeah.
Again, a lot of this stuff, like if you go out to like a wine bar and it's like girls' night out,
Yeah.
it's going to be tough to approach because of social pressure.
Right.
But usually if a girl can if they start talking to you, you can set it up. And then you can isolate her.
If you make eye contact several times with the same girl,
Yeah.
she will purposefully get up, go to the restroom. She will purposefully get
Allow
up,
you.
go to the bar. She'll give you opportunity
to approach her one-on-one. Yeah. I mean, and then they'll move fast because it's a sexual relationship, you know. There's not anything else. She's not feeling you out for husband or boyfriend material,
Right.
You know. Again, yes, there will be more familiarity than there would be like for a 22 or 23-year-old.
Yeah.
You know. And I think it's funny because that may be one of the things that guys are always like, I don't want to have to get to know them that well.
Right.
You know, but we're not talking a lot of time. We're talking about maybe another extra half step.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
of time. Yeah.
And I will say, you have to also be cautious because younger guys do genuinely fall for these older women, I think more often than not. I think they get so enamored by a woman who is just genuinely so much more fun to be around. Because, make no mistake, an older woman may be a bitch to someone her own age, but to you, she gets to be relaxed and fun and not so fucking serious all the time.
It's a big deal.
And so, to you, she's a blast.
Yeah. It's the reason that older men go after younger girls is that levity, whereas with women their own age, she's got up her bitch shield.
Yeah.
He reminds them of her 2 ex-husbands and her boss who fucked her over.
Yeah.
And her divorce attorney who didn't do her right. You know, and 1,000 other people that are imprinted.
Yeah.
You know, you are a welcome breath of fresh air.
But you have to go into it understanding what the role is. You're a sexual being. You're in a sexual relationship. You don't need to meet the kids. You don't need to go out together. You don't need to have sleepovers even. That's a real dangerous kind of, because guys get super enamored by women who who are in this kind of position.
Yeah.
But it's not real life. It's not real life. Because if you were in real life with her, things would likely, more often than not, be much different.
It'd be a kick in the nuts every morning. And, you know, if she wants you to stay over and you know, you don't want to, just tell her your mom says you have to come home.
Play it up. Have fun with it.
Yeah, have fun with it. You are the fun guy in this relationship.
Absolutely. In all things sexual attraction, game, relationships, we want you to win. If you like this podcast, please like, subscribe, and share with your friends. And again, don't be afraid to talk to girls. Talk to every girl you see, no matter what age she is. And then whenever it actually counts, when you are attracted to someone and actually want to approach, you'll feel so much more comfortable.
Perfect.
We want you to win. Bye.